Relationships. We all like them. Most of us are gonna be in them. But did we ever spend enough time or any time learning how to effectively conduct a relationship so that it doesn't drive us crazy? So that it doesn't crumble? It seems like everyone is experiencing exactly the same issue a couple months in, or a year in, or maximum 2 years in a relationship. Things start to go bad. Things start to go wrong. Fights emerge. Arguments start to happen. Resentment builds up. Not many people go past 2-year mark. I met some people here in London who never had a relationship for over 6 months. And they're 35, 30, 40. Yeah, it does say something about them, but in general it says something about society, especially in big cities. Whenever something goes wrong, we think, oh, that must not be the right person for us. And yes, it can be the case. You have to have some common ground. You have to have some common values and common direction, common purpose. Either one person joins the other person on their path, or they both agree a path together, but there has to be alignment. Otherwise it's never going to work, right? One is going that way. You might be attracted to each other because of your differences. Sexually, it will create a lot of polarity. But can you actually make it work day to day? People don't really, especially young people, right? They don't care about day to day. They just want the now, the excitement. And that's great, get that. Absolutely get that. It's just that often enough they say they want excitement, but deeply they want that connection, that relationship. They're just too ashamed to say that, so they meet on the excitement and they say, yeah, I just want excitement. So they kind of believe it, almost like pretending to believe it. They go with the excitement, then they get attached. How many times did that happen? You meet someone, you think, they're alright, they'll do. And then you get attached. And then you're in a relationship. And you don't know what to do. But you're just kind of going with it. How stupid is that? Oh god, I can understand you can do a job that you don't like because you gotta pay the bills, right? You gotta eat. Right? Survival is your main priority. Okay, if you're not surviving, you're dying. And dying isn't good. Death is considered, at least an early death is considered a loss. Yeah. So it's okay to do the jobs you don't like. If you got to feed yourself, if you have chosen some responsibility over somebody, whatever, do what you gotta do. But relationships, at least don't torture yourself and the other person. Toxicity, that's what we create more. How come we don't learn? Is it the propaganda, big pharma, the government, the World Health Organization, the World Bad Relationship Organization? Is it just our human nature? We just like that, we don't know what to do and we just make mistakes and figure things out later? Or is it just that we don't even want to listen? We just want everyone to do things our way. My way is the right way. My way or the highway. See, the beauty is this. Relationships, they can either be a torturous nightmare or an incredible opportunity for growth. Torturous nightmare, incredible opportunity for growth, and obviously source of joy and pleasure. Okay, true joy, not just a moment of joy or pleasure. Couples like to go on holidays. And on holidays you experience two things. You get annoyed because you have to wait for them while they're packing their bags or getting ready when you go out. And you enjoy beautiful scenery, beautiful experiences, amazing food, performance, sunset, animals, beautiful, lovely fruit. And then you go back to your mundane life and you just miserable. See, a right mindset together with a right skill set are mandatory for you to extract as much value for yourself. And when I say extract value, it doesn't mean manipulate and lie and, trick other person to do things for you, make them your little slave. Because that's what you want, right? You want little slave. You do this for me, you do that for me. I don't want to touch the dishes anymore. You wash my feet, clean my shoes. No, extract value from the opportunity you're presented. It's like if you're given a mine of gold, don't you want to extract 100% gold from it? If you're going that route. But in the case of a person, it doesn't mean extract things from them to deplete them. No, extract maximum from the opportunity of being with that person. Get most out of the time with them. Get most out of getting to know them. Get most out of learning from them. Whatever they're reflecting back at you. Mirroring, unconsciously or consciously mirroring. Learn to let go of your biases, of your limiting beliefs, of your own traumas, of the shit you're projecting on them. But to do that, you obviously need a little bit of a skill set and a lot of a mindset. A mindset shift is 80% of this work, right? Or maybe even all work. A mindset shift. You can learn so much with practically any person on the planet. Probably good for you to speak the same language, but maybe even that's not necessary. I've seen relationships where people don't speak the same language. I think it works even better because they have nothing to argue about. They can't. They can't argue. You can't. There's nothing to be upset about. You realize you want to say something, but then you're like, oh shit, how am I gonna say it? Yeah, whatever, and you just let go. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that where you want to be? Instead, you end up talking and talking and talking, creating opportunities for arguments, opportunities for disagreement, opportunities for going crazy about things, asking things, questions about past, without being ready to accept the person as they are. Accumulating resentment to then burst out. What is it gonna take, really, for society to shift into a direction of healthy, conscious, fruitful relationships? What is it gonna take? How much pain do we need to experience? How much more? How much more pain, how much more suffering we need to endure? How many more broken hearts? How many more tears? How much more violence? How many more broken families, single mothers, single fathers, orphans? You see, it's not a casual topic. Although it's not supposed to be significant. Having a carefree and light attitude about life is absolutely great, and I encourage you to have that. Yet, to be fully involved in the process of it is what's required. We're kind of 50% attached, 50% detached, in between, not sure, always hesitant. If one advice I can give you, and that's from someone else, Mark Manson, if you heard him, has a very nice thing. Says, if you're unsure about something, check for yourself whether it's a fuck yes or fuck no. And when you can operate on that principle, how much more can open up for you in your life? For two reasons. You will be so involved that you will savor every single bit of experience that is there to be experienced. And then you will learn from it enough to either never do that again, or to continue exploring that part of life, to get all the lessons, to get all the teachings, to meet all the people, to make all the money, to have all the pleasurable experience, travel, partying, sex, drugs, if you want that. Fully involved, or fuck no. And you remove that from your life. And you create space. And for anything to exist, we need space. We live in a physical world with physical constraints and time constraints. We can't. Well, nobody ever did every single thing in the world yet. So for you to experience life to the fullest, you need to create space. So add a bit of discrimination into your life. Are you fully committed to your partner? Or are you just kind of, going through it? Wasting both of your lives. But you could be very, very happy single, or very, very happy with someone else. We haven't learned how to be alone. We haven't learned how to be single. Everyone thinks that constantly we need to be dating, to be worth something, to be happy. We attach our self-worth to the person, to the quality of the person we're getting. If a woman dating a man, it's how rich is he, how successful is he, how good looking. If you're a man, then you just care about how beautiful is she, how hot is she. And if you're a poor man, then maybe how rich is she as well. Yeah, whatever parameters we created, yeah. Whatever parameters we've created. But the only quality that really matters is quality of your own experience. And you provide yourself with that quality every single moment. And when you're with another person, then it's 50% you, 50% them, if you can fully be like that. Yet, you'll never be every moment of the day anyway. So learn to be with yourself. Create a relationship with yourself. How does that even look like? Taking yourself out for ice creams? No. No. I mean, have it. I'm not saying don't have it. But what is it gonna take for you to enjoy life, no matter who you're with or who you're without, to be blissful by your own nature, as a wise guru says? Maybe you know him. Be blissful by your own nature. Be joyful by your own nature. So you don't leech, you don't take. You're independent in your own happiness, in your own joy. So when you come together with such person, you're just sharing joy and happiness. Relationship is based on, hey, I'm so happy. You want to be happy together? And she's like, oh, I'm happy too. Let's be happy together. Anything else is a downward spiral. Is a leap into abyss. Is a suicide, but a slow one. It'll take months of your life, maybe years. Loads of missed opportunities. Probably extra layer of baggage on top of the shit you already got. And lots of missed moments to be truly blissful and joyful. So what is it going to be for you? Torturous relationship or blissful relationship? If you can choose, and if you don't believe you can choose, for a moment imagine you can choose. What would you choose? Create that. Create that. Be happy and be free and be powerful. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, share. Comment if you agree or disagree. And I'll see you next time.